Hi everyone, this is Lisa from Happytohook Creations, and today is Saturday. It is the 9th of November, and I am home back from another craft show. I had one yesterday, the same event. It's always Friday evening and then 9 to 3 on Saturday. So, I think I put out a little video on my setup. It was really busy. So before I get into that, this is definitely going to be the craft show results. And I did get I had a package of yarn. I don't know what I did with it. It's probably still in the car because we put it in the car before we were leaving because I didn't want anything sitting on my porch. So today is the 9th of November. Let me start by saying hi to all my subscribers. Thank you for popping over and hitting that like and subscribe button, and hopefully the share button as well. I appreciate that. If you do hit that bell, you will not miss any notifications when I upload a new video. You'll know about it right away. Also, if today happens to be your birthday, November 9th, happy birthday to you. Today is my best friend, Lori, who happens to be married to my brother, Tracy. And they are the ones that we saw last week. Excuse me. And it's her birthday today. She is 61. So I've already spoken with her and wished her happy birthday. And we all have some type of leftover from the sickness, you know, between the allergies and the change in the climate and the change in the weather. It's just been a mess. So I know I still sound a little kind of yucky, but it's definitely getting better. And she is still not 100%, nor is my brother. And Jack is just now starting to feel a little icky. I've already gone to the doctor, as I stated in the last video, and if not, it's just a virus that's going around. No COVID, no strep. They checked for all of that stuff. So we just kind of got to let it play out and do its thing. And that's fine. You know, it's just frustrating. But I want it over now, since I'm kind of glad that Thanksgiving is the end of the month, because who wants to be sick on the holidays, right? That's kind of yucky. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you both and congratulations. So I hope you guys had a really great day. When I spoke to Lori, she said that she was really gonna just kind of take it easy today so they can go out next weekend. And, you know, sometimes that happens, you know, don't feel like going out, or you don't feel well for whatever day that you're celebrating. And so you just kind of go to the next weekend or the next day or what have you. Because sometimes Jack works on our birthday. Sometimes he can't get our anniversary off, things like that. So I hope you guys are having a great day today. And I had a fabulous day. So yesterday was really good as well. So I do this event every year. This is my 9th year doing this particular craft show. It is inside. I usually only do like 1 or 2 outside events. So this was inside, and I got off work. Everything was already packed. Picked up my grandkids, Karen and Jordan, because they're like my little helpers. And we decided to stop and grab a bite to eat. So the event usually starts from 7 to 9. And I thought, oh, okay, we'll get there, you know, right at 6 o'clock, set everything up. Maybe even 5:30, we'll have a little bit of extra time to just kind of hang out. What I didn't realize was that they had changed the time of the event. So I'm glad we got there early. We stopped and picked something up to eat. And instead of sitting there and eating it, you know, my grandkids, they always want McDonald's. It seems to be like the thing. So I got my unsweet tea and got them something to eat, and I munched on a couple of, he got the McChicken. The McChicken, it was something. Big Mac? Oh, that's a weird looking sandwich. But anyway, I'm just saying. So we got there, and I was like, wow, it's like really busy. What's going on? We unpacked right by the door. We had a spot, and I parked the car. The kids were putting everything there, setting up. about 5:30 too. So we had everything set up and ready to go, maybe about 6:10. But while I was like making sales, people were coming by and they're like, hey, how much is this? Because I didn't have my signs out yet. Most of the stuff was set up, but I still had some tweaking to do. So, excuse me, I sold an Octo and a Stingray, and I wasn't even 100% set up yet. So then I was, looking around and I'm like, why are there so many people in here? And it just kept getting fuller and fuller with people. So then I look at the flyer and it says 6 to 9. And I thought, oh my gosh, this started already. And thank goodness they put my sister-in-law next to me because, they've got their own little shop as well. I don't know where one is. I usually have they sell little globes. If I find one in the next video, I'll show it to you guys. But I took some sales for them because there were people there wanting to buy stuff as well. Now they showed up about 6:15, about 10 minutes after I got them for like 4 sales. But she's like, I looked at the flyer and it said 6 o'clock and not 7. So the start of the day the start of this show was a little bit flustered because I'm there thinking I've got an hour and a half before it actually starts. But yeah, no, last night was the busiest it has been in about 5 years. I did very well, made the booth fee and then some last night. So it was great. And today was great as well. I was just like, oh my goodness. I just never do that. So I got my book. So let's talk about what sold that I was keeping track of. It was really busy and the kids were off looking around and stuff. And I did take some orders that just 2. And if you're new to my channel, when I take orders when I'm at a craft show, I ask for payment up front. I didn't always do that. Maybe I've been doing craft shows, I don't know, 12 years now. It's been a minute. It might be longer than that because I think I started, about 12 years because it was right before Jordan was born and she's 11. So, before I was just like, oh yeah, I'll make that for you, no problem. Then I'd call them up and they'd say, oh yeah, I don't want that anymore. But they didn't pay. And then I thought, yep, not doing that again. So, you kind of make them up as you go, but I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who it is. It could be your best friend. You're just like, I'm like, I want your money. This is how much it's going to cost. And this lady purchased 4 other items from me. She had like a $60 order when I included what she wanted. And, I don't take orders at all. I don't care who they are because it just seems to be a pattern, especially with family and friends. They need to understand that this is a business that you are running and you do not have time to play around. My time is very valuable. I'll make it for you, but when I make something for you, when you make an order, that's just taking time away from me spending time with my family. Now, you're sitting in the living room watching television or whatever. But if it's a special order, a custom order, something that's a little out of the ordinary for me, that's going to take my time away. So you're going to pay me up front before I even look to see if I have the yarn for you. So both of them didn't have a problem. One order was a squid because I sold out of them. Yeah, it was a great show. It was a great 2 days or day and a half. We got to say day and a half, right? 'Cause it started at 6. So she wants a light blue squid, which I haven't made yet. I'll get them. I've got plenty of light blue in the chenille. And then another lady wants me to make 2 pairs of slippers. What did she call them? Oh, she called them booties, but they're for her dad. I hadn't heard that. I hadn't heard them being called that for an adult in a really long time. But when I was growing up and we, crocheting and stuff, we always wore crochet booties. And we had them every color. And no, we didn't have the little sticker things. I did ask her, I'm like, would you like for me to put, what do they call them? Stoppers. So I've always just called them stoppers. But she said, nope. he just wants just booties so he can put on his feet and keep him warm. So maybe he doesn't walk very much because she said that he was, you know, quite old and needed someone to take care of him. So I'm going to make 2 pairs, 1 black, 1 blue, and then 1 blue squid. So those were my orders that I took. I actually took those today. And between yesterday and today, I just added everything up. Yesterday was like total craziness. So we probably had very close to the same amount of people today in a 6-hour span we did last night in a 3-hour span. It was so crazy. There were so many people. I just could not believe it. And 3 women came by and they looked at my table and they said, "You were in Williamsville. Weren't you at the Audubon Boulevard?" And I said, "Yes." And she's like, "Well, we live in Williamsville and she lives in Sherman." And, you know, so they're telling me, and I go, "Well, I'll be there in 2 weeks." So the 23rd, that's where I'll be, is in Sherman for the Winter Wonderland event. And she says, "Okay, we'll stop by and see you." And they bought the last 2 purple and gold bumblebees that I had because that is their Williamsville's colors. So she said her grandkids were bullets, and she bought my last 2. So I got to make some more of those as well since I'm going to be in the area. I definitely got to check and see what Sherman colors are because I don't know. I've never done an event in this location, but Sherman and Williamsville are very close. I think within like 10 or 15 minutes. So it shouldn't be bad. So I don't have last night's total. I didn't even take my book till today. But I do know that most of the things that I'm going to tell you, I counted what I had left. So what I had left today before I packed up. And that way I knew exactly how much I sold. And that's also another thing as well. So, excuse me, if you tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to, darn it, let me take a drink of water. I tell you. Okay, so if you tell yourself, okay, I'm only going to make 20 squid. Okay, make 20 squids and make sure you keep that number written down somewhere for days like this because it was just so busy yesterday. I didn't have time to write anything down. I actually had, I think I had 10 squid this one. Was it 10? No, 1, 2, 3. No, maybe I did have 20. So yeah, so I had 20 squid. When it was over, I had 8. So I sold 12. I don't know how many yesterday versus today, but between the 2, between Friday and Saturday, I sold 12 of them. I also sold all but 1 loaf cat, and I took 8. So I sold 7 loaf cats. I sold 11 octos. I sold out of all of my axolotls, I had 8 of them. I sold 2 leggy frogs, 1 pickle. And it was so exciting because she says, "I just love pickles. I don't know why, I just love them." And I'm like, that's okay. It's okay to like pickles. I made 8 squid. I sold those all. And then I had the order, so I didn't count that one. So I sold all 8 that I had, and then I had an order for 1. So 9 squid total because I received payment for it. I also sold 2 dishcloths and 4 scrubbies. And get this, I sold 4 market bags. I don't think I've sold a market bag at this event in about, I don't know, maybe in February I sold maybe 1 or 2. I didn't sell any in August when I was there. So I was happy. I was very, very happy with the market bags. I also sold 2 palm hats. One was a ribbed one that Sierra had made. And the other one was, hey, Mr. Happy. How are you?
I'm all right.
How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Oh, okay. Well, the lasagna is only going to take 20 minutes. So right. If you want to turn the oven on, it needs to be on 375. All right. Then let it preheat, and then I should be finishing up.
All right.
Thanks, honey. Okay, so, excuse me. So annoying. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, 4 market bags. Oh, let's see. Was that what I was talking about? He gets me so discombobulated. Hold on a minute. Okay, so stingrays, love cats, octos, axolotls, leggy frogs, pickles. Oh yeah, I sold 2 palm hats. That's where I was at. 2 palm hats. One was one that Sierra made, and the other one was the red heart that was on the mannequin. The ruffled one that I made. I can't remember the colorway, but it had the black and the neon colors. I sold that one as well. And I had a couple of people looking at some other hats, and they said they'd be back, but they did not. I took 6 snow cone and I sold out of them. And then I had the yarn to make 3 more and sold those as well. So I sold 9. And guess what yarn was on those snow cones? That rainbow yarn that I said I need to get ordered, because I still have not been able to find them. And you know, the minute I do, they're going to pop up. So I'll just have extra. I'm just going to get like 1 pack. So I'll have 3. Bless you. So that I can get some more snow cones made up. So 9 snow cones. I was very, very happy about that. Oh, bless you. See, you're welcome. Make sure you take some medicine. Okay. Anyway, where was I at? Oh, I sold one of my snowmen, the smaller one, the very first one I ever made when I was traveling in the car. So I sold that one. The larger one, I don't know why everyone like wanted to they picked it up, they looked at it, said how cute it was, but no takes. So I'm thinking I'll put those 2 big ones up for sale in my shop and just stick to about the 5 to 6 inch size, because that seemed to be the one, because even 2 people or 2 booths or tables, I guess, to the left of me came by to see it, and she says, I'll come back and take a look at that snowman, but it had already sold. So I want to make sure that they're about, you know, the 5 or 6 inch ones, but not the bigger ones. But I thought the bigger ones were kind of cute myself, but I'll just make some smaller ones now and we'll see. Because like I said, I've got that other show, and I think the snowman would look really good on the table. Got to have some Christmas stuff. I also I was thinking about making a stocking. So we'll see. Someone donated a bunch of stockings and she sent me the pattern. I think it was Teresa. I'm not 100%. But you know who you are, and that's what I think I'm going to make. I did make them. I don't know where I put the pattern. I'm sure I'll find it. It's probably in my file. But yeah, so the snowmen were really good. Let's see, what else did I sell? I didn't write it down. This was like the last hour. I had a lady come in and she bought, oh my goodness gracious, it was right there. Not the axolotls. You know what? I did not write that down. Okay, so let me think, because I had those 2 right there. It must have been the larger octo that I had there. So I think I already included that one. And anyway, it was, you know, it was a very successful show. And I think I have a break this weekend coming up. I don't remember doing a show. I thought I have it written down for the 16th, but I contacted the lady and she says, no, I don't have your name. I didn't look for any payment or anything. So it might have been one that I was thinking about getting involved with, but just forgot to call. And that just gives me a week to get ready for the other 2 shows that I have. So that's perfectly fine. Number 1, I've got the one in Sherman. So that's on like the 23rd, I believe, of November. Then the following week, we've got Thanksgiving, we've got Black Friday. So I still want to make sure that this week that I have off, especially this weekend, that I have items to put in my shop for the shoppers who are going to be looking online for items, you know, little mini bees, little mini octos for stocking stuffers. I sold, and the octos, that's what people were saying. Oh, I'm going to get some for, you know. So the mini bees, I made the blue one. That's what it was. So remember I told you the ladies bought the bees? They didn't buy the rest of them, but the blue bees, I had two of them, one large and one small. Those sold as well. And then while I was at the show, I was able to make a yellow bee, and then a pink and black bee, and the pink and black one sold. So I don't know. I was just like, thinking about different colors of bees and stuff that I could make. I like being kind of creative when it comes to things like that. So, yeah, so I sold the bees and my Grinches. That's, I sold my Grinches that were on the table. If you saw the video clip, I took two with me because I had four made up and I'd already sold two. I thought four would be good, maybe two for Friday, two for Saturday. But so two I had already sold before that. And then actually I sold one on Etsy, a repeat customer. And yeah, so it was very nice. It was a good show. I'm glad I've got a week to kind of prepare for the next ones that I have and get my shop updated with some, some more items. So yeah, it was wonderful. What else? I think that's it. So guess who forgot to make the loaf cat? I sure did. But now I can make it for this week and get some more Grinches made up. And I didn't get my angel thing made up. She was in my bag, but then it just got too busy after, working on the mini bees take less time than making a lovey, a 12-inch or 12 or 13-inch lovey. So I made the bees and stuff first, and then I just didn't have enough time. It was too busy between people, and they moved me. I'm normally in the middle of the aisle. They moved me right at the beginning of the aisle. So everyone who came around the corner saw me first. I was the very first table, and the aisles were like really close this time because we had over 60 vendors in this building, in this room. It's like a reception hall, but it just got way, and you got to keep an eye on your stuff because kids are going to walk away with things. Okay. You got to keep an eye. That's why I'm so glad my grandkids were there because, one took care of one side where I had all the bags hung and the vest. I took some boho vests, the market bags, and also some dresses. And then on the other side, I was in the middle. So they did great. I gave them money. They went shopping. They had a great time, I'm going to miss when they're not going to be around all the time. But that is it. It was wonderful. We're going to go have some lasagna. And what did I have made? Ready and made. All we have to do is warm it up. So we have lasagna, and I got some garlic breadsticks because Cameron loves garlic breadsticks. So I had to make sure I had those as well. I hope you guys are having a good evening. And again, if it's a special day for you, I hope it's wonderful. And I'll see you tomorrow. I am starting on the Harley Davidson blanket. Finally. He has been so sweet, but he didn't need it until Christmas time. So hopefully I can start and finish it in the next 2 days. We are off on Monday. So if I start it tomorrow, hopefully by Monday evening, I'll be done. So I can't wait to update you guys and show you, excuse me, and show you what that's looking like and how it's going to be. I do have white, yeah. So I'll use that white for the border. I might have to get another one. I hope I have one in the box. I didn't think about that. I'll check it. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you when I see you. Happy hooking, everyone.